How I prepare for my IELTS task 2. To open up your essay, you can say some of this vocabulary selection. In general, it is widely accepted that, it is generally claimed that, it is generally thought that, a popular belief is that, or you can say something is generally considered to be something else. I repeat. In general, it is widely accepted that, it is generally claimed that, it is generally thought that, a popular belief is that, or you can say something is generally considered to be something else. The key word here is to use a word general. Now come to how to present our arguments. We can say these vocabularies. On the one hand, something. To put it together I think that's wrong. I repeat, presenting arguments. We can say by starting using this choice of words. On the one hand, something, and keep explaining the idea. And when we want to show the opposite of this argument, we can use this word. On the other hand, something. Okay. And then we are coming to explaining our ideas. So first we are trying to present our arguments, right? We are using some words to use that we are going to use to start our argument, to present our arguments. But later on we need to explain our idea or arguments. We can use this choice of words. To put it another way, in other words, to put it together, or to put another way, in other words, something. For example, let's say I'm going to use in other words, okay? So I'm going to, one of the example, it sounds like this. In other words, tourists spend a lot of money in the country they visit. In other hand, tourists spend a lot of money in the country they visit. Okay. In other words, to put it another way, or in other words. Okay, now we are trying to give our example. After trying to explaining our idea, then we're going to need to explain to give our examples. Okay, so some of the words are like this. For example, for instance, a good of illustration of this is, or you can use are. It depends how many ideas you're going to, or things that you're going to explain, right? For example, for instance, a good of illustration of this, or a good of illustration of this is shown by something. This is illustrates by something. Okay. For example, for instance, a good of illustration of this is shown by This is illustrated by. This is illustrated by. Okay. Now, we are trying to discuss our next idea on. Okay. Because we are trying to enhance our arguments, right? So we need to add our idea or information. Okay. We can use these words. Moreover, furthermore, similarly, likewise. For the words similarly or likewise, this choice of word will be used when you are trying to add something that is the same as point before. For example, similarly, the girls particularly enjoy using social media networking site. And then full mark. And then similarly, nearly all boys spend 2 to 3 hours a week on these sites too. Likewise. Okay. I repeat. Moreover, furthermore, similarly, likewise. Okay. Now, we are trying to show our idea or our argument is very important. So, we need to show the importance of our argument. So, this word can be used. For example, significantly, most notably, most importantly, significantly, something, most notably, most importantly. Okay, now yourself maybe want to express your opinion. Okay, so we can use this word. You can use this choice of words. I am convinced. I strongly agree. I would argue that. I repeat. I am convinced that. Blah, blah, blah. I strongly agree that. I am pretty convinced. I am very convinced. Don't use pretty. Okay, that's wrong. I am very convinced. I am strongly agree. I would argue that. Ataupun I wouldn't argue. I wouldn't agree. Or I would disagree. I would disagree. Okay. And then presenting facts. Okay. When you would like to try to present your facts, you can use this choice of word. The fact is that blah 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 blah. It is obvious that blah blah blah. It is clear that blah blah blah. There is no doubt that. I repeat, the fact is that something. It is obvious that many person blah 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 blah. It is clear that lots of hobbies are related to what they like to do in their daily life, for example. There is no doubt that exercise is very important for persons' health and well-being, for example. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you for listening to my video.